Hello, hello. Welcome in, everybody. How are we doing today? Happy reset day. Only 1 week until the update. Exciting stuff. Exciting stuff. Give me a moment to pull the game over and we shall chat. Hi, Zach. Hello, Renee, Anthony, Yana, Savvy, Joey, Momo. Hello. How's everyone doing? Wait. Okay. We have the sound. Welcome. How'd everyone do on Dream Snaps? How are we feeling today? Oh, also, did everyone see the, whatchamacallit? You know, the thing. the video clip that they shared today about the characters in the realm. Exciting stuff. I watched it kind of briefly. We got a little sneak peek at the realm, which is always nice. And the level 10 rewards for the characters, which we had already seen on the key art, but it was kind of nice to look at. I am going to... check Moana's boat. We're gonna run to the screw shop and then we're gonna check out all the reset stuff together. I finally had another 4K week for Dream Snaps, which I needed because, as per usual, I'm quite moonstone broke, and this week's premium shop is actually kind of cute. So I wanna have some things for me to buy. Okay. Let me pop these over here. You got 900, 1200, and 2500. Not too bad. Listen, getting 3 Dream Snaps done at all is impressive. 1500, but you did rage quit that snap after it didn't save when exiting build mode. Wait, was this the one that you did yesterday? Oh, no, because that would have been for next week's rewards. I do remember you saying that you would rage quit because it didn't save. You had the furniture glitch or something, right? Unfortunature. I don't know. There's a furniture pun in there somewhere. Okay. Anything new from Scrooge? It is so hot where I live right now. Sorry. It's been storming on and off, but today it's so hot and uncomfy. Oh. 1 second. My headphones unplugged. Let me see if I can pop them back. Okay. Nothing new here. Hi, Nina. How's it going? So after checking out Reset, my goal is to do a little bit of decorating on the beach. I am feeling a bit poorly, unfortunately. So if it does end up being a bit of a shorter stream, I'm sorry. But we'll see how we do. Hi, Amy. Hi, Cinderella. Hello, hello. You haven't checked what you got yet, but prob's not too high. Yeah, I just voted on the Dream Snaps this morning because I threw together a really quick Dream Snap this morning because I didn't want to do it yesterday. And the voting was really interesting. I had so many back to back, like so many that were not even a little bit on theme. And then all of a sudden, I got into a pocket of Dream Snaps that were all stunning. It was such an odd voting experience. I've never experienced anything quite like that before. You too, really suffering, pulled your neck and the pain is unreal. Oh no, and migraines. I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm really sorry to hear that. You got all unrelated selfies. Yeah, I was trying to vote. And I try not to skip votes if I can avoid it, but if something's really not even close to being on theme, I will skip. It got to the point where I ran out of skips and I still hadn't reached my, 50 Moonstone reward from the voting. So then I kept voting, and then I just got into a little algorithm of just stunners, like gorgeous, gorgeous Dream Snaps. You've been bumming with Dream Snaps, only with quality. The picture gets blurry when you submit it, yet you have all the graphics set as high when you take it. Oh, yeah. That happens to me sometimes. I feel like even when I have the graphics high, the game looks good, but the picture looks bad. I don't really know what I can do about that. I've kind of just accepted it, but it is an odd thing. That happened to you too? Tons of selfie snaps that have nothing to do with the theme. Yeah, I feel like it's been happening a lot recently since they changed the Dream Snap system. Come on. I've noticed it quite a bit. Hi, Eliza. Hello. You voted on the theme today and the pics were stunning. Oh, that's nice. Okay, give me 1 second. I need to take off my sweatshirt. Why am I wearing a sweatshirt in the heat, you might ask? A good question. It's because I like being comfortable, but it's not making me very comfy right now. Okay. There we go. Last screw chop. Anything? I might not have anything else new to get from Scrooge's. Surely I do. I don't know. I feel like I still have a pergola. Or one of the arches from Storybook Vale. I don't know. Can't find any treasure spots. Oh, that's another thing. We have a new event today, don't we? I haven't looked at that yet. Okay, okay. Some things to check out. All right. Send me to Scrooge.
There's some mean old birds around here.
No, no, no. Nada. All of that is stuff I already have. Is this yeah, the tangled dresser? Have that too. Jordy, thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate you so much. I don't know why the alert didn't play. I'm sorry about that. Okay, back to the valley. Also, hello, how are you doing? You too saw really gorgeous and clever snaps for last week's theme, so you don't have high hopes for your submission. Wait, the voting for the beach one, you mean? Or for the, like, night city one? Also, hey, Fergie, haven't seen you in a minute and a half. My goodness. Okay. Let's check out this week's theme, which is Forested Book Nook. Create a cozy, woodland-inspired reading corner. Just like Belle, decorate and dress to tuck yourself safely away in nature and into your favorite book. Well, that's kind of cute. Oh, the beach one. I didn't vote at all on the beach one yet. The UK heat wave is killing you right now. It's that serious. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Yeah, we're not having a heat wave here. It's just like where I live, it gets really hot in the summer and summer starts so early for us. Well, the summer weather does. So it's already hot, but it's also been storming a bunch. So it's like really humid too. This is kind of a cute dream snap theme. I don't think I hate this one. You feel like this one is made for me? Well, thank you. I think I'll be able to come up with something cute. We're probably not going to do that today. Maybe on the member stream on Friday. And the shop, we have, oh my gosh, the little Bambi. I love this guy. I did see it this morning when I opened my game to redeem my moonstones, but I had forgotten that this guy existed until I saw him in the shop today. Because he was in the trailer for the update, I think, right? Very cute. I love this. We have this deer ensemble with a little bucket hat, a spring doe onesie, and some shoes. Nitro, thank you so much for the super chat. Thanks for the amazing content. Happy to catch a live. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you so much. Wait, you don't know what to think about Bambi? Wait, whoa. We have to talk about that. You don't like him? Everyone sound off your thoughts about the Bambi. Kaylee, hi. Your cat's feeling a lot better. It was pancreatitis. Oh my goodness. You're on the fence? Wait, I thought this was a given. I thought we were all gonna be on the same page. Thinking about the day when I would snatch each and every premium shop offering. Listen, I used to. I've learned. I'm learning. I'm growing. I'm penny pinching. It's just weird. Wait, what? The little legs creep you out? Okay, the legs do kind of look like, they do a little bit look like the legs to a table or something that you screw on. It does look like they don't really attach exactly the way that they're supposed to, but I love him. You're also on the fence, Kaylee? No. Kind of cute, kind of strange. Tapeworm. It's the fur for you in the sense that, wait. What? You know, Interesting. I really did not foresee this happening. We have this cozy bookshop home, which is kind of cute. Also, the coloring of the house kind of makes me wonder if it'll look good with that rainstormy house that we just had a couple weeks ago. You know, the one with the rain, of course. I feel like it would look cute with that potentially. And then we have this paper whirlwind, which does look cute. And now actually looking at it, I'm wondering, is this an asset from Storybook Vale? I don't remember. I'm just wondering, did we have this in the little area with the clip art guys? Or is this a new asset? You're pretty sure it's from Storybook Vale, the little realm thing, whatever it's called, you know. It does look cool though, I like it. Then we have a fairy flower set from that one Whimsy Star Path, whatever it's called. Isn't that what this is from? Whimsy Wonderful. The one that we got with Alice and so. Garden of Whimsy, there we go. It does look like it's from the Unwritten Realm. I think it might be. It's just been so long since I played that I don't remember. Fixed it so we could buy more of the Bind Clock Tower from the shop. I feel like they fixed that a while ago, but I had forgotten that they fixed it. Someone reminded me before. I am happy about that. I'm holding out hope that one day we'll be able to buy more of the Aurora as well. We have this Spotlight collection that has the Tinkerbell House bundle. This is kind of cute. We have the Garden Fairy Flower bundle, which is this outfit, these maple key wings. Do we not have the dress in the shop? I actually don't know. I don't think so though. Tinkerbell's house, Goofy's Bayou stall, Neverland Wishing Well, Autumnal Clock Tower. I do like this clock tower quite a bit. Adventurous Anna. This is a very interesting collection of items. Like most of it feels on a theme, but the Adventurous Anna seems kind of out of nowhere. And the Enchanted Forest House. Encore collection with the Tulip Field set, this Fennec Fox. It's creepy. I don't know. It looks like, I know it's based off of a real animal, right? It just looks like the Chihuahua from Oliver and Company, but not in a good way. We have Percy and this Celestial Stunner ensemble, which I do this gown. Okay, limited time deals, Leafy Cottage House, and Bugs Life Decor bundle. I like this bundle, but the only thing I use from it really is this giant clover. Big fan of that though. Every now and then I use this one. You'll be purchasing Percy. Nice. Okay, so that's that. I'm gonna go ahead and get everything ? I'm gonna be broke by the end. I think I can swing everything though. 6, yeah, just barely. What was the name of him? The Chihuahua from Oliver and Company? You know, I don't know. I feel like I might get canceled if I try to guess. So let me look it up. I don't remember. Oliver and Co. I actually haven't watched that movie in ages. Very underrated, by the way. Tito. You wonder how realistic Giselle's edition is considering we have her house in one of her outfits. You know what? Not to burst any bubbles, but you know what else we have a lot of that we don't have in game yet? Atlantis. They gave us Milo's outfit. They gave us Audrey's outfit. They gave us so much lore and such. We got the whole journals in the Atlantean language. You know what? Let me not. I'm gonna make myself upset for no reason. I would love to have Giselle though. I vote add her. Also, while we're talking about it, not that we're actually talking about it, I feel like also give me Anastasia, who is an acquisition, but the only acquisition that I'm like, give me absolutely must have. I would like to buy some extra items. I'm gonna buy some extra of these. Oh yes, I can finally buy things again. I'm gonna grab some of these. You love Anastasia? I love it. And Thumbelina, you know what? I could get behind Thumbelina as well, actually. Okay. Has to be a reason why they didn't include Atlantis, because Eternity Isle is perfect for them.
Remember,
I truly believe they were intending on adding it as a main story, and maybe they just didn't get a lot of interest in it in various surveys and such. So they were like, actually, maybe nobody wants this, so we're just not going to worry about it. That's my conspiracy theory. That being said, I feel like I have enough interest in it for all of us, so I would like them to add it, please. At the very least, give us Milo and Kita. I don't even need to go to Atlantis, although I want to, and I do feel like we deserve it, because we do. I could make a better argument, I just don't want to. I need to make an argument. Would Odette count? Wait, is Odette? Is Odette Warner Bros, though? Disney doesn't own Warner Bros, do they? I think Swan Lake might be Warner Brothers. You've never seen the Anastasia movie, but you've seen the stage musical. Yes, the stage musical with Christy Altamar and Derek Klena, maybe? I've listened to the soundtrack, but I've never seen it. Okay. Let's see. Both of whom, I believe, actually were in Carrie, the musical, now that I'm thinking about it. No. Yes. I think Derek Klena was in Carrie, the musical. Anyway. Oh, Swan Princess is New Line Cinema. Okay, okay. I was trying to, like, remember the intro cards for Swan Princess. Like, who made this? Oh. Okay. We'll look at you. We'll look at you. We'll put on the outfit. Oh. Newest. Okay. Boots. They're cute. We have so many, like, almost knee-high brown boots, but they're cute. Oh my gosh. This is adorable. With the little deer pin. This is cute. This is cute. Oh my gosh. I'm adorable. I look like a little deer Girl Scout. The onesie is so cute. I love it. It also, in a way, makes me kind of angry because angry in a good way about this outfit, but a bad way about everything else, in that it has texture. It has depth. Look at these buttons. These buttons are 3D. Look at even this pocket. It's not just drawn on there. So may I ask, Dreamlight Valley, why we're still getting things like this? What is this? What is this? But anyway, for now, we'll focus on the good. This is beautiful. I love this. Everything about it. The spots are so cute. They are. Oh, that reminds me. We do have that one face paint that would be cute with this. I think I have random colors on my face paint right now. But this one. Did I not put it on? Right? If you change the colors to actually go with it. Imagine how cute that would be. Stop. I might change it. Give me like this and like this and like this. The intern did the apron. You know, you might be right. The brief 90s era where other studios kept reheating Disney's nachos and making their own princess movies was such a moment, actually. Listen, listen. Were they reheating Disney's nachos? I I don't know if we can say that. Oh, wow, I'm living my best life. I feel like the spots on my face need to be lighter, but I don't know if I can get them lighter than this. Always so inconsistent with clothing. Some look incredible, others are still not perfected yet. I agree. They can do better is how I feel. I think that might be the best we can do, actually. Dreamlight Valley. I don't know if y'all have seen Paralives, but they have a color wheel, just saying. They have a color wheel, just saying. Oh, look how cute. Oh my goodness. This is probably my new favorite thing to exist in game. I'm having the time of my life, in case you can't tell. All right, cute, cute, cute. Anyway, we also have this whirlwind, no, not whirlwind, tornado? Twister of papers, cute. And we have this library looking house. I like the wraparound window with the bookcases facing out. Incredibly impractical, but also incredibly cute. The house is so tea. I like the house a lot. I do want to pull out that rain house and see if they look good together. On the move, Bambi doesn't look as weird. Bambi is perfect. I will tolerate no Bambi slander. Can't even dye or recolor things in the game. And I'm aspiring to a color wheel. Okay, give me swatches at least. Give me swatches, right? Sorry, I'm trying to adjust the volume because I keep accidentally hitting the headphones and changing it. Swatches, swatches, swatches. They look cloudy and dull. Wait, what does? You know what? I feel like it could work. It's not as perfect of a match as I thought it might be, but I'm still here for it. Let me put this away right now. Another thing I feel like might look cute is, can I just like pop you over here for a second? The scale of this is weird, but no, it's too big in comparison. What else might be cute with this? I forgot we have this. Huh. Oh, the windows on the house. They do look kind of cloudy. I do agree with you. I don't necessarily mind that, but I'm picking up what you're putting down. Maybe this? There are options. I feel like this is too orange. The vine stuff is so orange that it makes it kind of hard to put it with other things, I think. But yeah, I like the house. I like this house. Okay, here's the thing. I think it's intentional that they look like that because I'm not sure how much it's gonna show up on stream, but as you're kind of on the side of the window looking at it, it's not like the entire window is the same cloudy texture. It's like got some clear spots and some cloudy spots. It almost looks like it's kind of fogged up a little bit, you know? Now, why would they make that choice? I don't know, but it does look like it's intentional. The house could do with some texture. I do think the bricks could use a little bit more like color variation or like a little bit more texture. It's kind of weird. I do get what you're saying. When you're up close to it, it is actually fairly textured, but even the paneling in the window panes and not the window panes, but like the frame and around the door, it is textured, but from far off, it doesn't look like it has much dimension. You prefer to use a house once across all maps to keep decor unique, or do you not mind reusing the same houses everywhere? I usually don't use the same house on multiple maps, but I also don't have all of the maps decorated right now, so by the time I get around to decorating them, I might end up reusing houses. But I like the idea of only having each house exist once. Okay. We looked at that. A solid premium shop, in my opinion. Did I miss anything? Paper, whirlwind moment, outfit, Bambi, and house. I think that's everything. And then we have an event happening. Okay. Treasure hunt event. Prepare yourself for, oh, okay. Can you not scroll though? A summer of adventure with the treasure hunt event. Every day you can find a treasure trove clue by digging. You can also find an additional treasure trove clue by fishing, but first you must have unlocked the Peaceful Meadow, Dazzle Beach, the Forest of Valor, and the Glade of Trust. The treasures must be completed within the day, otherwise there won't be any new treasure note the next day. Solve enough riddles and you'll be rewarded with the treasures fit for pirate royalty. Okay. Meadow, beach, forest, glade. I guess let's look around at the ponds and see what's up. You're debating whether you want to reuse some houses for expansion maps, but you also really like keeping them unique. Yeah, I feel like it's the kind of thing where ideally I try to use them once, but if I need to fill space in an area and I think a building would look really good there, even if I've used it somewhere else, I will probably use it again, you know? You're buying the 2 newest DLC today, so you should get a nice chunk of moonstones with those. Oh, nice. Yeah, actually, the moonstone situation ended up working pretty well for me because I think I bought moonstones at one point this update cycle. I think I just bought the moonstone bundle, though. I don't think I bought any others. And now I am brokety broke with 145 moonstones. But, oh, actually that's bad. You know, never mind. I was like, but then next week I can just buy the moonstone bundle. But even that's not going to give me that many moonstones. Maybe next week I'll have to buy 2 moonstone bundles. That's crazy. Anyway, wow. Okay. It's better than it could have been, I suppose. Let's open this. Nothing new. Cool. And we have treasure trove clue. Don't forget to put out the fires. Okay. Let's, I'm gonna pop these flowers into the chest and then I'm gonna go on clearing away the night thorns here because I have a bunch of them on the other maps. So I'm not worried about star path stuff or anything like that. I do need mist. This is a problem. Okay, here's the thing. I do have some update prep I would like to do, such as getting some mist. I want to empty all of my short-term storage chests into my long-term storage island. Plug for my storage island video. I also want... Is there something else I wanted? I don't know. But I also want to finish decorating my valley. I have 2 biomes left. I have the beach, which we're going to be working on a little bit today. And I have the sunlit plateau. And I have a dream snap to make. So I am cutting it close. Maybe I should have played Dreamlight Valley yesterday, but can't change the past. Celestine, hello, hello. The Bambi is so cute. I'm glad you agree. No one agrees with me. I think it's so cute. It might be one of my favorite critters. Oh wait, I don't think they appear in the plaza. I think it said meadow, beach, forest, and glade. Imagine if I paid attention to what I read. Okay. Clear you. Drop you. And let's see if we see any dig spots. I'm sure they probably also show up in furniture mode. If we don't find one while running around, maybe we can investigate a little bit more thoroughly in furniture mode. Okay, okay. I don't know if I can actually get back there. I thought I left enough space for me to, but now I'm not certain. Oh, yours was in the Frosted Heights. Interesting. Interesting. I guess maybe it was just talking about fishing then.
Stay in the sun, dear.
For the other biomes. You love this outfit. Did I try the deer tail from the Star Path with it? I didn't. I forgot we have that because I just redeemed all of the Star Path stuff at once and I didn't really look at much of it, to be honest. It's pretty cute. I mean, it's a lot more orangey than the outfit, but it is still kind of cute. I wish it matched a little bit better. Since Paralyzed was mentioned, what's the consensus? The only Sims like you've played in the last few years was Insoy and you kind of didn't love it. I have been enjoying Paralyzed. I feel like if you like life sims, you'll probably like Paralyzed because I feel like it, well, yeah, I mean, it feels like what you would expect from a life sim. I will say it does feel to me unfinished, but that's expected because it's in early access and it's going to get a lot of updates before it's fully released. And I believe it's going to have updates and DLC after that that's also free. So it's going to keep expanding.
As usual.
I think it has a couple, what would I call it? A couple features that are pretty interesting, like the way that your character levels up. Like you have skills that level up, but you also level up your character independently from that. And as you level up your character, you get different traits having to do with your personality, different buffs or features that get added to your character. And I think that's a really interesting thing because it makes your character feel dynamic and differentiated from everyone else. I will say right now, I mean, I have played twice and I feel like there's still a lot for me to experience, but it feels, how do I explain it? I feel like once I get to experiencing family gameplay, I'm probably going to put Paralyzed down and wait until it gets more updates or gets closer to full release, because I feel like there's not an overabundance of things to do. Like in terms of ways to pass the time for your para, like you can work towards your promotions and stuff like that, but like activities and hobbies and stuff like that, that's the kind of thing that I feel like there's not as much as you might see in something like The Sims. Granted, The Sims 4 has been around for over 10 years now and has numerous DLCs that add a bunch of stuff to that, but I feel like I might wait a little bit until the game has a little bit more substance. But I feel like it shows a lot of promise and I'm pretty excited about it. To me, I think the Paramaker is probably the strongest feature in the game. That being said, I haven't done any decorating, so I don't know what that's like. I know a lot of people who like building things say that the build mode is really cool, and it has a lot of features that a lot of other similar games don't have. Oh, I have another egg. You know what? I'm just gonna put all this stuff away, and then I'm gonna look for my dig spot in furniture mode. I'm already getting overwhelmed. Thanks for lurking, Jacqueline.
It feels like something's about to happen.
You do have EA fatigue at this point, so you'll probably wait and see, but the devs do seem to have a great vision from what you've seen. Yeah. I have not been playing The Sims, and I'm not really inclined to since the sale was announced, the EA sale, so I'm hopeful that Paralives is going to be something that will scratch that itch for me. Okay. Oh, I also have to finish Mother Gothel's spot here. All right, all right. Wait, was that a special dig spot? That looks like a normal dig spot. What's the tea with the EA sale? EA, the company that, I mean, they make The Sims, but they make a whole lot of other games. Like, they do a lot of the sports games that I don't play and such, but last year it was announced that it's being sold to, like, basically to the Saudi government and a company owned by Jared Kushner. And the sale is, I think, meant to go through this year, but it's pretty much done. It's just like the official ownership hasn't passed over. So all of EA's games, it's all going to be under that umbrella. Did you fall for the Sims Bridgerton login event? Yes, I did not. I did see that it was happening. I think I heard about it once it started, though. I haven't really even been following Sims news, to be fair. Oh, this is also, I need to use the vacuum to pick up the rest of the stuff on the beach, but I spent some time off stream. You can see I have a bunch of stuff thrown around the beach. I was trying to pick out all the things that we might use in the build, but I did spend some time perfecting, well, perfecting is a little dramatic, playing around with the build of this coastal set for the beach, and I think it looks kind of cute. I ended up wrapping it around this side here and kind of angling some of the buildings. It looks a little silly between here where the buildings don't really connect very well because they're on a diagonal and the grid is a bit wonky, but I think it looks pretty cute. And I popped some fences and the lighthouse, all of this stuff, the decor pieces and such. They're not going to live here. I just wanted to see what beachy things we had to work with. And hopefully not have to go in and out of the furniture menu as much when we're trying to place things. But I think it's going to end up being a cute build. I'm thinking of making this side more tropical, kind of rustic-y, and then this side of the beach more like boardwalky kind of vibe. And I think it's going to be cute. I'm pretty happy with it. The cypress trees look great with the kit to cover the little gaps. I feel like are you the one that's always trying to get me to use the cypress trees? I do like them. They're cute trees. Okay, let me pop over to this vacuum. Grab this. Okay, and see if we can find a dig spot. Does anyone know what color the dig spot is for the event? Oh, I suppose I also should pop up here. It's bright gold. Okay, okay, okay. Let me also clear here. And oof. Yeah, I really need to empty all of these into my actual storage. You turned it to nighttime? That's smart. You did not do this event last year, and you probably won't this year either. To be fair, last year, I think the only reward was the Touch of Magic mast thing. Like, it's kind of like a ship mast in a little crow's nest kind of situation. This year, there are a couple other rewards. I honestly don't remember what they are, but we'll see. We'll find out together. There's a new fishing spot. Yeah, I did get that one. I got this clue from a fishing spot. Now, finding a dig spot is going to be a little tricky. Oh, you don't have to do the dig spot if you did the event last year. You just need to complete the fishing task. Oh, interesting, interesting, interesting. Okay. I wonder if it does it populate if you've already done it? Because I wonder if, huh. Okay. Yours did. Okay. I feel like this is why it was nice when my valley was not decorated. I do wish there was some kind of option. I know we have the floating islands, but I almost wish there was an option to toggle event spawns to a floating island. Does that make sense? Like you could pick whether the things spawn in the main valley or whether they spawn in the floating island. Because I feel like a lot of people do like to decorate their valley. Because you don't really just want to be running around an empty wasteland. But it can be so difficult to find things when you do. Maybe I will look everywhere else other than here first. If anyone sees it, let me know. My vision famously not very good. You would much rather have all future events take place on the islands? Yeah, I mean, I know there are some that can't because they're tied to actual locations in the valley, right? Or like, I don't know. But I think, yeah, either the floating festivals or letting you toggle spawns to the base game floating islands, I think would be really nice. Oh, I didn't turn it to nighttime. Silly, silly, silly. Okay. Looking for a gold dig spot. I don't think so. Not the fake out, Anthony. Don't tell me you see it if you don't. How rude. The sound of the wind whipping is actually making me feel sick. Oh my goodness, that reminds me. I just finished a book today. It's called Atmosphere. It's by Taylor Jenkins Reid, who you may be familiar with as the author of The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo or Daisy Jones and the Six, both popular books within the past several years, one of which is a TV show and also one of my favorite books. I really, really like Daisy Jones and the Six. But Atmosphere is a historical fiction about an astronaut. And let me just say, I really enjoyed reading it. Some of it was a little heavy-handed. Like, I think Taylor Jenkins Reid, at least in this book, and a little bit from what I remember from Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, has a way of really walloping you over the head with what she feels the meaning of the book is. And like, I don't need you to tell me in explicit words in dialogue between two characters. Like, I've read the book, I know what the point of the book is, but apart from that, I think it's so cool when people write really specific, especially really specific historical fiction rooted in reality, like learning all that stuff about space and about NASA. Not even like learning about space now, learning about specifically how people felt about space like 50 years ago. It's such a cool thing to do for a project. I thought it was really, really neat. You really enjoyed Atmosphere? I really liked it. But I think why I thought about it when I was thinking about the sound of the wind rushing, making me feel sick, it really, not that I ever stood a chance of becoming an astronaut, even if I wanted to, it just really clarified that I would never in a million years want to go to space. No, I'm sorry. We live on planet Earth for a reason. Space equals scary. Space equals very, very scary. Like, the moment I'm outside of, like, flying in a plane is enough for me. That's enough of a gamble. I'm not supposed to be that high in the air. I'm certainly not supposed to be on the other side of our atmosphere where there's no gravity, just a big ol' endless void. And if I am not in a heavily pressurized environment or a like 10-ton spacesuit, all of the air is going to be sucked out of my lungs and I'm going to die. I don't want that, you know? That's so scary. You just bought that book, Seven Husbands? I did like Seven Husbands. What was my clue? My clue was to put out all of the fires. Wait, do I have to do that to find the dig spot? I guess I could try. You would go in a heartbeat to space? Really? Hi, Kitty. I'm good. How are you? You get motion sickness playing DDV? No, thank you. Oh, yes, yes, yes. The closest I've come to going to space is going on that one ride at Epcot. What is it called? I always forget. It's meant to be like a light simulation of something, and it's the one where Epcot Space Ride. Oh, Mission Space, of course. It's the one where you're simulating like being on a spaceship or something, and you work as a team with the other people in your little module. And it's to the point where it has like the regular ride, and then it has like the ride for if you're a wimp or if you get motion sickness. And I think I have done the regular version of the ride before, but I almost exclusively do the one for if you have motion sickness, otherwise known as if you're wimpy, because I'm like, dude, I can't. Don't jostle me to and fro. Okay. Let me clear all of these and see what happens. Thanks for lurking, Candia. There's another fire. All of that being said about space and such, the book did leave me wanting to learn more about space, so I can definitely see myself falling into that rabbit hole or sometime soon. I think I probably will. May I get back here? Okay, yes. Oh. Well, can I open this? Reading Atmosphere in tandem with the Artemis trip to the moon was fun. Ah, yes, yes, yes. I mean, don't get me started. I accidentally started a a rumor that I'm a moon landing conspiracy theorist the last time we talked about the Artemis thing. But also, reading Atmosphere made me realize I do actually really enjoy fiction about spaceships. Like, I'm not a big science fiction girly, but I really enjoyed the actual spacey, astronauty part of Atmosphere. And I really enjoyed Project Hail Mary. And wait, there was something else that was kind of similar that I really enjoyed. Of course, I can't think of it right now. Spaceships. Oh, I think that was... Got it. What is this? Okay, I guess this is going to be a map that will eventually lead us to... Didn't we have this before? Is this the same one as last time? And I guess there's going to be an X marks the spot kind of moment. Wait, is that what I was looking for the event? Or is there another dig spot that I'm looking for? Because that wasn't actually a dig spot. Oh, the other thing I was thinking of wasn't a book, actually. The other space thing that I enjoyed was Flight of the Icaron, which was a mini campaign that Worlds Beyond Number did, playing a Star Wars, like a Star Wars version of Dungeons and Dragons, kind of. I think that was probably it. That was what the clue led me to. I got the clue from fishing, and that's where that led me. Let's see. Find a treasure trove clue by digging. You can also find an additional treasure trove clue by fishing, but first you must have unlocked... Okay. So the clue leads to the treasure. So is it that there's just one treasure, but you can find two clues that lead you there? I think that's probably it, right? So I do still need a gold spot. What? This feels like a lot of effort. How about we look for this later? How about we decorate now and look for this later?
I suppose every village has people who only think of themselves.
What are you trying to say to me, Belle? It would probably only give coins because I have the map piece already. Okay. We're gonna hope that's good enough. Okay, let me grab some of this and clean up some of the stuff on the beach so we can actually get down to decorating. I don't think we missed anything from reset. Dream snaps, premium shop, event, brood shop. I think that's it. If I did the dig spots last year, I don't have to this year. That's what someone said. I kind of want to just for the sake of it, but if you look under the event in the duties, it should show the dig task complete. I did not look at that, to be honest. Oh, yes. This one? Sorry, I have the hiccups. Okay, you go away. And, oh, my energy. Anything left over here I need to clear? Any coral, anything? It does not appear so. I left enough space so I could scoot behind this because there's both, oops, the cave and also mining nodes back there. Ah, that's another thing I should do before the update. If I have time, mine my rock spots so that they have gems. Anyway. Okay. Decorating. I'm going to move a bunch of this stuff this way. Yeah. I may have been a little overly ambitious about pulling out furniture, but we'll worry about that later. All of you can go here. Gorgeous. And then we can move some of this stuff this way. I will probably be using this stuff on this side of the beach, but I want this side of the beach pretty clear of things so I can start placing paths and such. Okay, you. Probably should have organized this earlier, but frankly, I have not been spending much time on Dreamlight Valley recently, and I just did not think about it. All right, though. Almost there. We got surfboards, wagons, trees. From the new teaser trailer, you're glad we're getting a crafting station that matches the time-bending one. Wait, what? You know, we might need to watch it, actually, because I did not notice that. Has anyone not seen the teaser yet? Let me know. I can pull it up if we want to watch it. I did watch it, but I watched it on my phone where the quality was not very good off of Twitter, and I only watched it the one time, so I didn't really see everything that was going on. Let's move this and this. If I can fit this somewhere. Yeah, I can go there. Okay, perfect, perfect. All of that's cleared. This stuff I'm leaving there. This might be kind of silly, but I'm just gonna... Why did I do this way? Sometimes I do things. I'm like, that was really interesting. That was certainly a choice. Okay. You haven't seen it? Okay, let me pull it up. We can watch it together. I love this build kit. I'm glad I decided to spend money on it. And I do think this is a cute spot for it. It does a little bit block our view off of this cliff here, but luckily I kind of have tall buildings there anyway. So it's not too big of a problem. I think if you had a really open meadow, it would be kind of sad because you wouldn't be able to see off the cliff face there, but I don't mind it. Okay. Let me just hop on over here and see about pulling up this trailer. Let's see. As per usual, I'm gonna be going... Oh! Not Twitter trying to get me to pay for a subscription. No. Anyway, no. As always, I'm going on Twitter for this. If y'all see anything out of pocket, I can't be held responsible for what the streets are saying. I avoid Twitter like the plague as much as possible. Oops. But needs must, and these needs are the needs of, you know, the horizontal dev update clip. Which scene shows the whole screen? This one, pretty much. You're using the build kit on your beach island. It's just so gorgeous. Yeah, I feel like a beach island build would be really nice. But I have done a couple different builds on the beach in the valley, and they were pretty similar. And I thought using this build kit would make for something really different for me. So even though I think it would be easier to make a build on the island and you could make it more expansive and exciting, I'm happy that I'm using it on the beach. Okay, let's pull this over. Hopefully y'all can hear what Courtney has to say. Let's see.
Okay, Valley Villagers, our next update, A Hero's Journey, is bringing with it 2 new heroic characters and an all-new realm to explore. So let's get into it. By stepping through the realm door, you'll arrive on a training island owned by the wise satyr Phil from Disney's Hercules. Although it appears to be darker.
Ooh.
Could this be the Realm Weaver's work at hand? Join forces with Hercules from Disney's Hercules to reach the gods by any means necessary and unlock special abilities, allowing you to traverse the forest, piece together the defaced mosaic, and restore Phil's training island back to its former glory. By displaying your heroic wits, you'll then be able to invite Hercules back to the valley, and with a little extra convincing, Phil will join soon after. After inviting this duo to join your valley, you'll be able to play as Hercules' gorgeous house and get access to both Hercules and Phil's individual friendship quests and rewards, such as discovering divine strength and earning yourself a new battle attire befitting a hero, and learning the ins and outs of coaching with Phil, unlocking you a charming woodland satyr outfit.
That's so cute.
While that's all for now, A Hero's Journey arrives on June 3rd, and we can't wait to share more about what's in store. So check back tomorrow for more details. See you in the valley.
Thanks, Courtney. Queen Courtney, yes, of course. Yeah, cute. I will say, I feel like the character segment of the developer update is usually the thing that I feel like it shows us the least is a weird way to say it, but revealing the characters is kind of like, well, yeah, we already knew that. But this looks like it's the realm. A lot of this is reminiscent of Storybook Vale, obviously, which makes sense, but even some of the mechanics later that we see, I'm like, interesting. I wonder how much of this stuff we're gonna get from Scrooge's shop or in the premium shop, because I do like it, and I feel like I'm gonna have to rebuild an area of my Mythopia. This headpiece, I mean, we're gonna get a better look at it later, but so cute. Also, the fact that we're wearing, okay. We'll talk about it. Wait, let me find a better screen for this. Phil looks scary, I think. Oh, you think we're gonna get a build kit? Oh my. Will they open up a wing of the Dream Castle for the new realm door? We have one more, I think. They kind of sneakily added in. Wait, do we not? Do we? I can't remember. I have to go to the Dream Castle again. Was it last update or the update before? At one point, they sneakily added another realm to the top floor. Another door. I think we have one more door in the Dream Castle, but we'll check after this. This pillar is interesting, or I'm not sure if it's a brazier, or if it's just a little like pillar to put something on. Phil looks kind of scary. I hate the individual hairs coming out of his head, but that's fine. This outfit, I like how these are glowing. I need a still of this so I can use this as a like a reaction to send on Discord or something. This confused face, I love it. Concerned face. The gold glowing on the sandals and the bracelet, and it is also on this headpiece too. The outfit slays, shining, shimmering, splendid, of course. Oh, that's what I was going to say about this outfit though. The fact that she's wearing it when she walks into the realm. What do we think? Do we think premium shop? Do we think Moonstone bundle? What's it giving? I feel like there's no way it's going to be free. We know it's not either of the level 10 outfits. What do we think? Or do we think Star Path? Star Path? possibly. We think Meg should be here. We do think Meg should be here. This fountain is kind of cool. This looks like a lounge. I think you should be able to see this because I think I have my whole screen on the capture, but oh, we can also see it back here though. Oh, that's kind of cool. It also kind of reminds me, listen, hear me out. I don't think it's a bed. I think it's like a lounge, but it reminds me of like race car beds, you know? It's the Hercules equivalent of a race car bed. Premium shop offerings usually have their own segment in these videos. They do, but we could still see something on that character that also will be in the premium shop. I don't know. Hercules, I think, looks fine. I feel like his face looks a little weird, but not too bad. If this is an animation of random rocks just falling from the sky and him, I was gonna say bench pressing. Can you tell I don't know anything about strength training? And him lifting it, that's terrifying. Why are all of these rocks coming from the sky, you know? This is kind of cute. This is giving very Storybook Vale to me. You know, like getting to, we just talked about what it was called. I don't remember what it's called. The area, you know, the area. The way the gates are and how they open up, I don't know. It's giving Storybook Vale. This is a crafting table, it looks like. I think this is what someone mentioned before. And yeah, that looks cool. I like that crafting table. I'm trying to figure out what this is. Is that... This looks like it's gotta be Zeus. I'd recognize that orange skin anywhere. Yeah, this has gotta be an Olympus mural or something. Let's see. You think Hercules' art style doesn't really work for 3D? Yeah. I definitely feel like I'm really forgiving of the models in Dreamlight Valley because especially the 2D animation, I feel like it's really difficult to translate those characters to 3D, right? So I generally feel like as long as they get the vibe right of the character, I don't care if it's not the most accurate. You were hoping they gave us the outfit to use in the realm for us to dress the part or something. No, I think it's probably going to be in the premium shop or as the Moonstone bundle. Maybe the Star Path. I don't know. Oh, yeah. I wonder if they are going to be adding more of the Olaf rooms, you know, like more for the biomes. I don't know. This would be a great update for us to get the Storybook Vale. Wait, no. Yeah, this would be a great update for us to get the Storybook Vale Floating Islands. Please. Oh, this is another thing that very much gives Storybook Vale. I feel like we had this same animation and this same kind of puzzle of pushing pieces around. Didn't we? I feel like we did. Said something about repairing the broken mural, so you're guessing that's the main plot of the realm. Oh, for sure, yeah. We sure did. Yeah. This is giving Storybook Vale DLC, but make it free, you know? I don't know. They love a push animation, that too. We've got Herc and Phil showing up. Let's see what else. Oh, this is their house. I'm happy to see it's Sans Cheeto Dust. I also like that it's got these trees in these little planters. That's cute. It looks like this is, I don't know if this is maybe a friendship item, but this little water fountain. This is very reminiscent of some of the things we got from Storybook Vale. You think the stuff on the right is a build kit? Oh, like this? Oops. Maybe. You know what this looks like? I'm not sure if we're going to zoom out and get a better look at it. This, though, looks like that crusty, dusty bargain basement gazebo that we got from that one Cinderella set. That was cute in theory, but in practice was a whole mess and a half. The one that was too smooth and weird colors. But this looks like a better version of it. This might be a build kit. It does look like, I don't know. I don't know. This is a cute outfit. We have these shoes. This shoe, I think this shoe is the same one we have, just without beads. So it's interesting if they give us another version. I really like this look. This is cute. It almost kind of reminds me of like Raya. I think something that would be in Raya. No, that's not what it reminds me of. It reminds me of something that Kena would wear in Kena Bridge of Spirits. Doesn't this give Kena Bridge of Spirits? I really like it though. Wait, people were hating on it? We love a tiefling. We do love a tiefling. And that is that. Okay, let me transition back to our thing. Thank you, Courtney. Love and light and all that. Let me exit out of Twitter. Okay.
This valley seems...
Yes, Lavender Wish Blossom Ranch is done. They just ended up dropping all of the content at once instead of doing multiple drops. So we're not getting any other characters with it. Did I say they dropped all the characters at once or the content at once? I meant content, if that's not what I said. In another live stream, people were hating on the satyr outfit. I love it. I think it looks good. It does feel a little like I could see hating on it in the sense that it doesn't really feel like it's exactly the aesthetic of Hercules, but I think for what it is, it's very cute. But I could see people saying like this doesn't really look like anything that we see in Hercules. I do think that's a fair criticism. Okay, I am trying to, I think I want to make like, the goal is to make a little boardwalky kind of moment. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to accomplish this actually. But I'd kind of like it to wrap all the way around here and go here. And then we have a little like fancy moment around and then the beach on the other side kind of vibe, you know? We'll see. I feel like it's a little ambitious for me because we have to work with these square planks, but I don't know. I wish we had a path that was just like a boardwalky path, you know? That'd be better. I think I'm just gonna bring this all the way like this for now. Ignore the fact that that one's not in line. I'm gonna just bring this all the way down here. We'll make kind of the most basic version of this shape that we can. And then we'll go in and fine tune afterwards. So something like that. And then something like this. This is intentionally off center. Don't worry about it. Like this sort of. That's what you were thinking, but it's such a unique look. I do like it. I like it a lot. The tiefling was a good mention because it does kind of give me D&D energy. Now, you know, we're not gonna worry about it. Problem for me in a minute. Not right now. Okay. Because ideally, I'd be able to curve this around. All right. How are we gonna swing this? What if we move these? We're probably gonna have to get a little creative with foliage and such to make this not look like a mess. But I think we're up for the challenge. Possibly. Can you tell I'm not sure? that would be really... It's too soon to panic. No one panic. Can't put that there because of that. But I can't put that there because of that. It's too soon to panic. Don't panic. I should probably have done this earlier. Change of plans, change of plans, change of plans. Start moving this way first. Is this why we just need a path that's a boardwalk path? DDV, I know I already mentioned Paralives. Anyone play Tamagotchi Life? Can we get a boardwalk path? We have corner pieces of the planks. We do, but they're not cute to me. What is this called? Tropical... like... I feel like it needs another piece or something. Like, why does it look like this? I mean, I might have to use it because things are looking a little rough here, but I don't think I'm ready to give up yet. It looks so barren and blank. Like, why? I don't know. The sand to plank ratio is not working for me, is what I'm trying to say. That's just an arrow. Exactly. Also, so respectfully, can we please fix how weird everything is on diagonals on this grid? Please, 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 please. Sorry. Also didn't really help myself by, okay. Putting this so far this way. This is probably going to be the most difficult part of this build, and I feel like after we're done with this, it's going to be smooth sailing. So just bear with me a teensy tiny. Have I heard about the Tamagotchi Life update in June? I haven't heard about an update in June, but I do know that that's when the new seasonal stuff is meant to be coming, right? Because we have like the cherry blossom stuff for now, but it's meant to be like whatever the summer stuff is going to be in June, right? But if we're getting other stuff, please fill me in. I have been going on Tamagotchi Life every day, but I haven't really been playing. But I did go through and feed everybody today. I had a couple people who were so mad at each other. Someone was like, I never want to see them again. I was like, oh, have we considered thinking about this? Like, can we not be hasty? Y'all don't talk to me. Do not talk to me. Okay, I'm getting rid of all of this for now. No one talk to me. No. Okay, sorry. I had to consider for a second, and my considering left me saying no. But what I am gonna do, I think, we'll just do something like this, where we end up just making it jagged. And I think I'm gonna put the boards all the way up to under the house if I can. And that way, it's gonna look better than whatever we were doing. Stagger them towards rather than twisting them. I kind of could. I probably kind of could. The thing that I'm anticipating being a problem is getting to, how do I explain it? getting to over here and then having the things going in two completely opposite directions and not having a way to make that not weird. We're gonna do our best. Just started playing Wildflowers for the first time. Nice, nice, nice. Hoping they fix the new trees from the Star Path. The grass around them is locked to the Plaza Meadow. Wait, are we sure? Is that the Star Path tree or was that the reward tree? I thought it was the... This is the Star Path tree. Are you talking about this tree, the sycamore tree? This was like a redemption code tree. I do want them to fix this because I had noticed that before as well. You're excited to see the summer items. You hope for an update. Yeah, I'm not sure if Tamagotchi Life is going to be getting an update. I do enjoy Tamagotchi Life. Seems like the kind of thing, though, that probably... I don't know. I don't necessarily think we'll end up getting any updates for it that provide a significant amount of content, which is fine. Just a little sad. Can I make something like this work, which is... Possibly. Oh no, because then I have that. Well, I guess I could do it like that. It's a little silly, but let me exit and walk. I wish these could be closer together. I'm gonna rotate some of them so they're not facing the exact same way. But yeah, I'm also gonna pull it back to under the house, I think. So it's all sort of boardwalky, although I do like the grass and stuff. But I feel like it would look better. We'll see. How many of these do I have? 10 million. You found a second dig spot on Dazzle Beach after already digging one this morning in the Frosted Heights. Is it supposed to spawn more than once? I don't think so. You like this path with the dirt pathing underneath it? Ah, I hadn't thought about putting pathing underneath it. It's a good idea. No, that wouldn't really make much sense. I was wondering if I should stagger these, but I feel like it makes the most sense to have them all. Actually, hold on just a second. Do we think it would look better to have these? Oh, no. Okay, I think it might look better to have them off center from each other, but I do think it would make things a lot more difficult to place. And I simply do not really want to deal with that, so... Hi, Existential. How are you? You're usually watching on your TV, so you can't comment, but you're watching on your phone today. Thanks so much. I appreciate you hanging out. I think what we do, we take this. This will be fine. It'll be overlapping a little bit, and it'll be not reaching a little bit, but we can find a way to make that look less weird. I have faith in us about that. Also, this might be a mess once we actually start looking at it. We might hate having all of this wood planking stuff, but maybe we won't. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? You're barely starting your day at 3:25. Is that like a normal thing for you? Or a bit of a... like an infrequent occurrence? There's a way I can make this work. I just have to find it. Hello? I think it's to bring this way and put a plant there. I do think that's what it is. Ah, that won't fit. Unfortunate. It's fine, I'll put that right there or something. Okay. Overexerted yourself and your body's recovering. Ah. I mean, that's good that you were able to take the time to just recover. Now, I think this looks a little weird, but I think if we add like a big old fern right here or something, if we can, and like a little tree or something here, maybe I will add some pathing under this. I feel like it's gonna come together. I kind of like the idea of it looking like the house is under, or yeah, on top of this kind of boardwalky thing. Hi, Ignis. How are you? Why did I grab out the bubble blower? Did not mean to do that. Not even a bubble blower. It's a bubble wand. But... c'est la vie, c'est la vie. Can I put trees on this? I don't think so. Oh, I can. Dreamlight Valley. Something that you did that's good. That's a little harsh. I shouldn't have said that. Something good. Anyway. Yes, layering. I know. Here's the thing. When you're constantly being let down, even a small win feels like a big win, you know? Harsh but true. Well, yes. I'll tell a joke, but I'll never tell a lie. Okay. Oh, I thought I had coffee. I do not have coffee. Okay. I kind of wish I could ditch this mailbox. This is my main house right now, though. So I don't think I could even if I wanted to. I'm not 100% sure, actually. No. Okay. Well, mailbox it is. This is how they keep us in game, constant letdowns, but they give you a little bit of good bits. Yeah. And you're like, wow. So glorious. We actually got XYZ. And then you're like, wait a second. I shouldn't be excited about this. That's what we call the bare minimum. Okay. Oh, let me go to the vacuum and pick up this stuff. Okay. Give me all that. Thank you kindly. Did we say how we feel about the update teaser? We talked about it a little bit. Usually the character reveal part of the trailer is the least exciting for me, but there was a cute crafting table and I do like the satyr outfit. I think those are the main takeaways that I can think of. A lot of it was very reminiscent of Storybook Vale, like mechanically and visually. which is not necessarily a bad thing, just something I noticed slash felt. But what did you think about it? I wonder if I could do something like that. Something like that. You swear you see curved fencing in the realm, though. They do some tricky things in the realm that we can't do in real life, so I wouldn't think too much of it, even like if that's true. Didn't they mention that years ago? Curved fencing? I don't think so. I remember them talking about diagonal fencing because they released diagonal paths before they released diagonal fencing. And they were like, don't worry, diagonal fencing is coming. I can't put this on here. What? I can put that on there. Y'all, I was excited. Game Off's making me mad again. Why can we put the circular ones on here, but we can't put the rectangular ones on here? What sense does that make? You almost had me. Waiting for you is like waiting for rain in this drought. Sigh. Game Loft giveth and Game Loft taketh away. Well, yes. The Dream Snap theme is right up my alley. I know, I saw. I am excited about it. No, I can't do these ones either. Okay, well. I gotta find something else then. This, maybe? I might be able to use this. We are mad again, it's true. It looked okay. Your enjoyment on the whole Hercules universe got ruined when you were younger, finding out the lore on the real Herc, so this update is more visually appealing to you. Well, yes. It's fair. I mean, I like the Hercules movie a lot. I think it's a top 5 Disney movie for me, to be honest, even though I know it's so not accurate to the actual mythology. But to be fair, the majority of Disney's stuff is based off of, I guess, a lot of it falls under the category of folklore, and pretty much none of it is the least bit accurate. So if I got mad every time Disney was inaccurate about its storytelling about something, I would never like anything Disney. So I kind of want the where's the other, oh, this one. Zero to Hero is such an awesome song. Yes, the music in Hercules is so good. Do you want to use foliage? I don't want it to be too over the top because we're on a beach, but I don't know. Wait, I wonder if I can, no. I can't put this on top of there, which is unfortunate. Okay. They made Hera very tame. Well, yes. Yeah. Why is this the footprint? Oh, we started off so strong. And what have we come to? I guess maybe I could put that there and still have this there somewhere. Wait. I'm not even going to mention that one. Daniel, hello. Isn't Hercules Roman and Heracles the Greek? I believe so, yes. do believe you are correct about that. That'll work. I should allow myself to be able to get to that mailbox, to be honest. Since I'm forced to have it, I should at least allow myself to reach it. This in this corner. Okay, I don't need this. Put that over there. Hercules and Pocahontas are in your top 3, and while you love getting them back in DTV, you're also painfully aware of Disney-fication of the characters. Well, yes. Well, yes. I like to put you like there or something. Let's see. I don't hate this. I don't hate that. It's kind of cute. Might add a couple other things, like something right over there, but yeah. I do need like a big old fern or something here. Or maybe I could just put path under that. We'll see, we'll see. You just rewatched Peter Pan, oof. Yeah. Yeah, which here... It truly is such a shame. Yeah. A shame. A cypress tree? The only thing is, I don't know if the cypress trees make sense for the beach. Also, I can't put them on this. These would look cute with this building, but they don't go on top of this. You know what? Because it's happened multiple times now, I will just say, why can some of the trees... Wait, this is this tree just in a different color. Wait. It's not even a different color. It's just the one with the grub on it. Why? Okay, you know what? You all don't need me to tell you this. Why can we put some trees on this, but not other trees? Most trees we can't. But some we can, but some we can't. And some we can, even if they're the same thing as another thing that we can't. Why? Might be a bug and need to save and refresh. I think you're being too generous. I don't think it's a bug. I think it's just Dreamlight Valley. This is the way they roll, unfortunately. Oh, I can't put that very close. I think it's because of the angle. I'll pop you over there. I wish I could put some of the rectangular planters. Those would be great. But I'll have to put up with the circular ones. Sigh, sigh. 4- and 5-year-old aren't allowed to watch Peter Pan. Your sister-in-law disagrees. She named her youngest son Peter after Peter Pan. Yeah. It's tricky. I don't have kids, so luckily I don't have to worry about making those kinds of decisions. About what to let them watch and when, and how to talk to them about that kind of stuff. Maybe one day, but not yet. Not yet. Okay. I think we're looking kind of cute. Let me consider some paths. The Tinkerbell / Disney Fairies movies. You know, I don't know. Okay, I was just talking to my sister about this during a road trip, I have no idea which Tinkerbell movies I've seen. Because I thought I had seen like the first 3, and then I was talking about how I was mentioning the song where there's someone singing about how to go find this treasure or something. And then she said, girl, that's the second movie. And I was like, I don't think I've seen that one, but maybe I have. I mean, I watched them when I was so young that I don't know. I know I've seen more than one though. I have to have. I am gonna rewatch them sometime soon though. You know, I might put this under the whole thing. I kind of like the way it looks. Maybe I won't under the whole thing, maybe just some of it. Time for a Tinkathon, I know. I did watch the first one again recently, and I was surprised at Tinkerbell's just innate homegrown classism. That was crazy. That was some wild work. It's a vibe, isn't it? It is a vibe. I think I might put it under the whole thing. I feel like the brown will make it look more like there's something actually under here that's not grass. If we hate it, we get rid of it. That's the deal. That's the deal. You hate Tinkerbell, but thankfully the Tinkerbell fairy movies redeemed her. Wait, really? Because watching the first one, as a Tinkerbell stan even, I was like, oh girl, we're not charging this one. We can't charge this one to the game. Miss Ma'am was uppity. She rocked up. I'm not gonna do this. I am gonna do this again. I was about to say I'm not gonna have this get on this soapbox again, but I will. She rocked up, fairy equivalent of fresh out the womb. She went to all of the talents trying to see which one was gonna be hers. She saw the hammer. She looked at that. She said, blue collar, ew, and turned away without even walking up to it. Mind you, she was just born. She doesn't know anything about the way that this fairy society works. Yet she immediately thinks, no, not that one. And you can say maybe she just didn't feel drawn to it. Maybe she wasn't judging it. She just was like, it's probably not that one. But then afterwards, when she meets Clank, wait, it's Clank and something, right? Bobble and Clank or something like that. She immediately turns up her nose at them. She's so snooty to them and feels like she's better than them. Immediately, still knowing nothing about the way that this fairy society works. It was the most wild thing I feel I've ever seen. I said, girl, the force is strong with this one. If the force is, you know, something bad, which, I mean, if we're going off of Anakin, it certainly is. I bet y'all didn't expect me to find a way to send a stray towards Anakin, did you? It's called character development. Is it? I mean, does she change? A little bit, but also not really. And then for some reason, she feels like she's entitled to go to the mainland because she wants to, when girl, you just got here. You don't get to choose just because you want to, that you get to do this thing that's an efficient system that's been working for presumably ever. She doesn't ever do her job. She's constantly just running around trying to find a talent she thinks is more worthy because she feels like tinkering is beneath her. She really got on my nerves in that movie. The level of accuracy. Listen, I just watched it recently for the first time after not seeing it since I was a kid. And I love Tinkerbell. Listen, I still love Tinkerbell. I'm sure she's better in the other movies, but I watched it. I was like, The Office, looking to the camera. There was no camera there, but I was like, are y'all seeing this? Meanwhile, I'm the only one in the room. And I was like, I cannot believe that this is the wavelength that Tinkerbell is on right now. Girl, get it together. The Annie slander not needed. Oh, it's always indicated. Anakin can catch these hands any day of the week. And you know who else can? Padme. Okay, I'm almost done, sort of. I don't know. I feel like I'm almost done with this. This is why we need a path fill button in Dreamlight Valley. Let's see. Okay. Go that way. That's it. I know I didn't bring it all the way up there. I kind of don't want to. And I didn't bring it all the way back here, but I have this tree there, so I don't feel like I need to. The Fairy Society kind of does the same too. Blue collar fairy, now you stay here while we go off changing the seasons. The thing is, a little bit, yes, but the thing is, Tinkerbell doesn't know that when she is acting that way. Like, she's acting that way off of her inherent personality without any input from the society in which she's a part of. Like, she hasn't been tainted by the society. That's just how she feels as a person. And also, I feel like it's just like an efficiency thing. Like, the Tinkerers weren't needed on the mainland. Even after they made all the cool tools that they made in the movie, they still weren't needed on the island or in the on the mainland to go and change the seasons. There were a lot of other talents as well who didn't go because they weren't needed there. Like, that wasn't their job. That wasn't their role. So it's like, it would be like if you have a team, like, I don't know, a hospital interdisciplinary group or something, where you have like a case manager that's kind of like a social worker. You have the nurse, the doctor, the phlebotomist, XYZ, and the caseworker is like, I want to be in the operating room when you do the surgery. Why? That's not your job. That's not what your part of the team is. You don't have a skill set that we need you to be in the operating room. Your thing is this other thing. Like, we don't let the people who work in the cafeteria go into the operating room because we don't need them in the operating room, you know? As you can tell, I feel very strongly about this. Can I have a Plaza Fern? Vidya does look down on the Tinker Fairies and reinforces the idea. She does, but Tinkerbell feels that way before Vidya ever gets to her. You don't think Terrence and the pixie dust supplier went to the mainland? Yeah, I don't think the pixie dust people do. It's like, it wasn't them just hating on the Tinkerers. It was just like, when we change the seasons, you don't need to be there because your talent doesn't have a reason to be there. I think I need to make more of this fencing. I'm worried about it. Does beach grass layer on the wood planks out of curiosity? I'm not sure, actually. trying to grab both of them to see. No. Unfortunate. Actually, that might be because it's on the path. Oh, no, it doesn't. It'll just delete it. You love a Tinkerbell rant? Listen, I love any kind of rant. I feel like mostly I love a rant because usually it doesn't actually matter. I like ranting. I mean, here's the thing. If it were real life, it would matter. But because it's a movie, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I love something that I can just like talk about and feel strongly about, but there are no actual real stakes, you know? The operating room analogy works, by the way. Thank you. I just thought of it on the spot. But I feel like it's fairly accurate. It's not like saying that you're less important. It's just saying that that's not your role. Let's see. I love ranting. I also love observing, like watching other people rant. That's why I love watching like plot summaries and reviews from bad books, or not. They don't even necessarily have to be bad books, just books that the person did not enjoy. I think it's so fun to watch those because I don't know. It's fun to be passionate about something. Even if you're passionately disliking something, you know? Oh, not the rain. I should probably try to make that kind of even with the door now that I'm thinking about it. And I am gonna have to craft some more of this. The only thing with this is actually I might want to push it back further because I have like... I do want just a sort of public beachy space over here where we can have some of the chairs and towels and such, but I'm not sure if I want... I wasn't sure if I wanted like some little stalls and things over here, if I want them on this side, or if I want them on the other side. I think it makes more sense for them to be on the inside than the outside, but I'm not sure if that's going to be a little too close. I also might not put them over here. Maybe I'll just put a couple benches or something over here. The thing is, if someone actually lived here, that would be so weird to have people like sitting on a bench staring at your house. But also, I feel like I'm thinking of like Pensacola Beach in Florida. At Pensacola Beach, they have a lot of shops that actually kind of look not exactly like this, because this is more of a coastal style, like it feels a little bit more like northeastern, like New England kind of, but they do have things that look kind of similar to this, but they're not residential buildings. They're like places where you can go and get clothes and stuff. I think I am maybe gonna just do like benches along this way, and then maybe along this way we'll do more like stalls and carts and stuff like that. That feels sort of right to me. The fact that we still don't have a weather toggle outside of photo mode. I know, like, I get not having the ability to change the weather, in, you know, like the regular gameplay mode. That makes sense to me, but I don't see why we don't have it in decorating mode, you know? I feel like we need it. I kind of actually want to put these up here. There we go. Not if it's a beach rental, then it wouldn't be so odd. That's true. You Elliot from Stardew Valley. Wait. Well, I have played Stardew Valley a little bit. What's Elliot? Who's Elliot? Not what. I think I've only played Stardew Valley a little bit. Only the one stream that we played ages ago. I've not considered that. I don't really know what we have that would be a cute bench or here. We've been doing this for so long, and what have we accomplished? Putting down some slats of wood. It's fine. We'll make it work. Probably these. Or possibly these. His house is on the beach during the summer party. He's like, why are all these people here? Ah. Yeah, I should probably play more Stardew Valley, but just really haven't. This here and see which one I like better.
I despise rain.
What do we think? Do we like this metal bench or do we like this wooden bench? If I use the metal one, I'll probably use this more wooden bin looking thing. And then the opposite if we use this one. Like the wooden one. Do you think I prefer the wooden one? I think it fits a little bit better. It's just giving very blendy with the path that we're using, and I don't know that I love that, but I can make do with that for now. We'll find a way to make it work. Have any lampposts that look beachy? I know we have the torches, but I don't really want to use those here. Probably the wooden one is going to be the best. You love the lighthouse? Yeah, it's cute. I wanted to use it. I think it would be cute if you kind of had it like set back behind some of these pieces, but I didn't have that option with this build. So I thought connecting it in a corner with the fences kind of worked. Yeah. Earlier today, you were stressing on how to decorate your beach. You might use the pathing idea. Yeah, I feel like the beach is difficult because it's so narrow. that it's kind of hard to I don't know, figure out what to do with it. Especially around this side and like this side. He's kind of there. It's a lot of lampposts. But I hate it though.
I despise rain.
Do you? Here we go. You'd love to do a boardwalk, but there isn't a ton of space. I know. I was truly surprised that I was able to fit this build kit on the beach and not have it take up the entire beach. Like, it gets pretty squishy over by the bridge, but there still is a good amount of room to traverse around it, which is really nice. Kind of need like something like this back here. Can I reach the cave or do I have it completely blocked off? I can reach it. I left enough space. Oh, I can't put that one there. Unfortunate. Yeah, I left enough space for me to get back there. I mean, there's not a designated pathway, but I left enough space for me to run through on this side to the cave and the mining nodes, and also for me to get through on this side. So even though it doesn't look like you're meant to go back there, I still can, which was important to me. I just have to remember to not block it off with any trees. I think I need this there, but I might put one over here. You're guessing they won't be done with that area for various quests. Yeah, we usually end up needing to go there for something or other, so I wanted to make sure it was still accessible without me having to move anything. Also, I don't like to block off mining nodes if I can help it, because I feel like I always need those for some reason as well. So I typically do try to keep my builds pretty functional. Because as much as I want them to be pretty, I also want my game to be playable, because it doesn't matter if it looks nice if I can't actually play the game.
No gods. Why, this place is a dream.
Okay, I don't mind that. I can put one of these in this little corner. One of these back here. Is that the same direction? No. Okay. Cool. Are there lanterns from Rapunzel? Would those look good? Wait, like the floating lanterns? The narrow space between aesthetic and functional. Yes. I kind of mentioned it before with like events and stuff. I do wish there was some kind of toggle where you could pick whether the spawnables and even the mining nodes were in your valley or on the floating islands, because I feel like it would be so nice to just have, I don't know. I'm sure some people would prefer to have the islands clear and the valley with all the spawnables, but I kind of feel like it would be easier to have the spawnables on the islands and then just be able to decorate the valley, you know? I do like using the islands for dream snaps, but that's not actually even, I don't think. It's mostly, if not for like certain, but I need to move this well. The other side. I just feel like we don't really have a good... We don't really have a beachy well. We have the desert oasis one, but that's not really a good fit for this build. If I were leaving it by this... I don't mind this. I just don't know that I want it over here. But I also don't have a lot of space over here, so actually maybe it will stay there. Maybe I can put it over by Eric's house. Is that silly? Decisions. Over by... here? I'm surprised they haven't given us a well that fits the beach. Yeah. Maybe I will just leave it here. The only thing is, I do like to have my well close to my Goofy stall so that it's, because I keep my storage chests by Goofy stall and the vacuum, and that way it's easiest to clean up things. Let me just pop you over here for now. We'll figure out what to do with you later. You have Gaston shipwreck on your beach island and Eric is banished to a floating island. I mean, that makes sense. I forgot we have that shipwreck thing from Rift in Time. Don't I need to make more fence? I think I do. Let me do that while I'm thinking about it. Oh, and the rain is finally stopping, I think. Good news, good news. Fencing. Oh, the wire coat hangers is a little rough for me right now. Hopefully I can make do with this amount of fence. I'm not going to be bringing it to the other side of the beach, so I think I'll be okay. I think I'll be all right. Also, thank you for liking the stream if you have on YouTube. I appreciate that. It really helps out the channel. I think I need another tree right here. I don't want to go overboard with it, but having that little gap feels a little... I mean, actually, I don't think I can cover it, so... Just gonna have to deal. Okay, you remove all. Fencing. I don't know if I can put this... Oh, I can. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I'm thinking. Pulling this. Like so, I think. And then maybe back here. let's see. Thanks for hanging out, Anthony. I hope you feel better. I'd even push this back a little bit more. I want it to have it, but I don't. Yeah. That's nice and open. Ooh. Ooh. So, oh, that's as far as it can go. Unfortunate. I have to push that back. I don't know if I can fit another row of this without it being weird. No, I can't. That's fine. We'll make do, we'll make do. I think I'm gonna put some of the little carts and stalls and things there, so I don't think it'll look as weird that there's no wood planks over there. I think it'll be fine. This burn looks so silly, but I kind of feel like I need it because otherwise there's just a huge gap, but whatever. Okay. Next up, some of this stuff. These coconut trees. Wait, what do I want to put over here? I think I want the lifeguard tower, maybe over here. Put it over here, but I think it's a little weird to have it. Put it over there. Grab some surfboards. Sure. I can bring this little cooler over here. There you are. Hi, Chloe. How are you? The other things... Oh, the sand castles are pretty cool. I wonder if we can bring these down over here. I think it's kind of cute to have this here. Like somebody was looking at Skull Rock and they're like, ah, let me recreate it. And then maybe we'll have these over next to each other or something. Wait, where's the front of this? This way. Maybe this will go somewhere over there. Oh, I also have the picnic tables I forgot about. It might be cute to have a picnic table. Now, sliding into a picnic table against a little fence thing would be kind of obnoxious. But I also feel like it's not that inaccurate. I guess I could put it that way, and then you just slide in that way. You could only get one thing in the shop this week. What would I suggest? I think my favorite thing in the shop this week is the critter companion. But if I were to recommend only one thing to get, I would recommend the house probably. I feel like the house, I tend to go for houses if they're in the shop because I feel like I'm always decorating in Dreamlight Valley, so I'm probably gonna use it, and I'm probably gonna see it a lot because if it's out in the valley or something, like, you know, you're always running by it. I feel like I get good use out of it. Or for dream snaps, they can be really nice. So I'd probably recommend getting the house if you have enough moonstones for it. But my favorite is the companion. Johnny Ringo, hello. How are you? Thank you so much for the follow. I don't think I pulled out the cooler from the Wally set, so let me grab that. It's a very beachy thing to have. There's a notice when you buy Bambi that it's only compatible if you own Wish Blossom Ranch. Wait, what? Really? Did I see that today when I got it? I didn't notice that. How am I enjoying Disney Dreamlight? Am I a fan? Yeah, I love Disney Dreamlight Valley. I've been playing it since, well, pretty much since it first came out in early access. And yeah, we're right now trying to finish my Valley's decor because I only have the beach and Sunlit Plateau left before, well, to finish my Valley, and I'd like to finish it before the update, so we're working on it. How about you? Do you play? Not bucket. I'm trying to see if we have like a bucket or something. I don't think we do. We need like more beach accessories. We have this one. And we're not having like a beachy star path or anything like that, which is unfortunate because we could get some cute little, I don't know, beach fun accessories. Accessories? Decor? Me to Lilo and Stitch, and let me grab this. You thought Mr. Star and Sky said it's the only bee you can get without Wish Blossom Ranch? People could buy the premium shop dragons that didn't have Storybook Veil. Yeah, that's why I'm surprised that someone mentioned that, because yeah, bees are from Wish Blossom Ranch, but we've had lots of premium shop critters from other DLCs that you can still get even though you don't have it. I'm almost tempted to like, in Mr. Star's review video, when he bought the bee, a notice popped up saying the skin is only compatible if you own Wish Blossom Ranch. I truly was not paying enough attention on my stream to see that. That's very odd that they did that, because that's not how they've approached critters from other DLCs. Or even, I think, actually, because we also have geese that we've had in the shop. We have the ones that I haven't bought yet that are these ones from Aristocats, but we also have like a cowboy goose or something. And I don't think you needed Wish Blossom Ranch to get that, right? And usually it will tell you like before you buy it, like with Merida. It tells you here that it's Storybook Veil, and then I think if you tried to buy it, it would tell you also that you need Storybook Veil for it. I don't know. That's very strange. I don't know if it would show me if I clicked on... Oh, Wish Blossom Mountains. That's very interesting. Also, why does it say Wish Blossom Mountains instead of Wish Blossom Ranch? Unless, because we can't currently filter by, I was wondering, we can't currently filter by DLC, but I've been saying that I really wish that they added an option for us to filter by DLC. And I wonder if that's something that they're working on, and that's why it says Wish Blossom Mountains, because if they are doing different filter options, maybe they'll just do it by map, not by the actual DLC name. Does that make sense? And the map is called Wish Blossom Mountains. I don't know. It's a very odd thing to happen.
I'm so glad you trust me.
feel like I'm not mad at this so far. More filtering options would be nice. I agree. I'm gonna get rid of this because I have one there. I don't know if I want to use this here. I kind of do if I can get it to fit in a way that makes sense. Maybe like here. And I have each of these around so I can get rid of those. Okay. I'll pop this back here. Do we have the tiny beach things? I can't remember. I thought they added them in. The really teeny tiny ones? Does anyone remember? If not, I accidentally deleted all of mine. Ah, there it is. The teeny tiny one. Okay. What kind of like signs do we have? I always want more signage options in this game. That there. Thanks so much, Pegasus. Yeah, I'm enjoying this build so far. I mean, the beach part itself is, I mean, all of it actually is quite simple, to be honest, but sometimes I think simple works. I certainly do my fair share of builds that are not quite so simple, so I don't know if I want this on this side or the other side. You didn't know tiny bushes were a thing. Yeah, there are like these teensy tiny ones. Actually, I shouldn't even use this. It's too small for here. But they initially, we only have them in this Dazzle Beach swatch. And they initially were on the beach, but you couldn't get any more from the furniture mode. So if you deleted them accidentally, they were just gone forever. Now they are in furniture mode in the foliage menu. I want. Okay. Also feel like probably another light would be good here. Maybe I switch this way. Something like that. Yeah, I'll pop that there. Oh, my stuff just disappeared for a second.
It's so great to have friends you can count on.
That's okay, kitty. I hope you're at least having a good day, even though it's busy. Can I fit a flower planter over here? Question mark, question mark, question mark. One of these. I cannot. That was a horrible judge of distance on my part. I was like, I probably can. No, girl, you cannot. Stuck, stuck, stuck. You know what else? I think it would be cute to have like a little welcome mat. Imagine like a little straw welcome mat right there. That would be so cute. feel like Dreamlight Valley is one of those games that would be easy to over decorate. Sometimes less is more. Yeah, I probably do veer on the side of over decorating a lot of the time, to be honest, but I think it's fun.
The number of friendly residents in this valley is
Back a little bit. Okay. I do still need like a little something over here and maybe here. And this is cute, but I kind of feel like I might need to push this out if I can and get one of these. A little silly though, because it's not actually going to be over top of that. I guess I could switch that out for one of the other tables. Hi, Kira. How are you? Very much a cluttercore girly in any game that allows you to be item limits. Hate to see you coming. Yeah, I do love a bit of cluttercore. I feel like I use that a lot less now with decorating because it's just not as... It's not as playable, you know? And as much as I love something to look pretty, I also want it to be playable. But I still do sometimes. I mean, my Frosted Heights is a mess because of it. My Glade of Trust right now is also like that. And it's just a shame because those are some of my favorite builds usually. But then I'm running through them and I'm like, why did I do this to myself? I think that might work better, actually. Might pop this back here, though, maybe. This table reminds me so much. Oh my gosh. I think I talk about this a lot, and it makes sense because Lilo and Stitch takes place in Hawaii, and this is from a Stitch bundle. But this reminds me of this one burger place in Haleiwa, on Oahu in Hawaii. And I love that place so much. Like it's been a while since I was in Hawaii. I was there 2 years ago, maybe. I don't think I've been back since. I want to go back desperately. I think next year I'm going. That's good. What else do I need? Something there. I feel like we need little beach showers for this game. After seeing them in Tamagotchi Life, I really want them in Dreamlight Valley. I think it's so funny watching the Miis stand under it. They like do a little shimmy under the beach showers. It's so cute. Probably need these here. Like here and here. I think I would like another palm tree over here.
Say, have you seen my pal, Donald Duck?
No, I don't believe I have seen Donald recently, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately. Some might say fortunately. Okay. Give me... What do I want? What do I want? Energy drink. Ah, you know what I don't have any of yet? Any books. That's so silly of me. I think I can use these. I know this is technically supposed to be like a little pathing sort of thing, but who says it needs to be that? It could just be some books that someone set out. Nice open book right here. There's, oh, that was my last one. I need to remedy that immediately. There's almost nothing better than reading on the beach. It's so lovely. Okay. Give me some more books, Scrooge. Oh. Ugh. I sliced up an apple that I was eating some of before stream, and I intended to eat the rest of it like during stream. I don't think I have though. It's starting to get brown and gross. No, I didn't mean to gift you. No, I didn't mean. I'm talking to the wrong duck. What would you take for a fishing snack? Grilled cheese. Good chat, Donald. Actually, I think I do need to... Wait, what would I put on mine? I would put tomatoes if they were sun-dried tomatoes. Sun-dried tomatoes on a grilled cheese is so stinking good. Anyway. Wrong duck. Where's Scrooge? Where's your uncle? Oh, over here. Me with the lack of open book. That's like a beach without an ocean. I know! Listen. You can't take me away from my books. You can't do it. Tonight I'm probably going to start the last book in the Chemical Garden trilogy, which I'm really excited about. I was going to read it earlier this month, but I read the first two books pretty close together, which I do tend to enjoy with series, but sometimes I need a little bit of a break. I need a little bit of a palate cleanser in between to make sure I still enjoy the book, you know what I mean? I feel like too much of the same thing. It's kind of like if you binge a show for like seasons and seasons and you start to get annoyed by the show, but you would like it if you didn't binge it, you know? I get that way with books sometimes, so I wanted to give myself a little bit of a break before reading the last one, but I'm excited to read it. I think I'm gonna start it tonight. Down here. Ooh, I kind of have shoehorned myself into having to put, well, not so, actually, you know what? Am I able, my character looks so cute. I love her. Anyway, am I able, I don't think I'm able to fit the well in here. Ooh. Not quite, but almost. Is there a way for me to make this work is what I'm asking myself right now. Because if there's a way for me to make this work, I'm gonna make this work. Because it'll be close enough to the Goofy stall. I'm gonna put the Goofy stall over probably like around here somewhere. And it doesn't look like a bad place for it. What am I looking for? The name of the first book in the Chemical Garden trilogy is Wither. W-I-T-H-E-R. It's by Lauren DeStefano. It's a YA dystopia trilogy, and I had never heard of it. but I just saw it in my local Barnes and Noble recently. It's the 15th anniversary, I believe, of the books. So they were getting special edition covers kind of thing. And I just kind of picked it up on a whim, and I really enjoyed the first one. I did enjoy the second one, although the second one does feel more like an in-between book, but not in a boring way. Is that always as close as that can get? Why do I feel like that's closer? The thing about this is it'll probably be annoying fast traveling here because of what it's going to show me when I arrive. Let me try. I mean, it's fine. It's a little bit silly, but you can just come out and run this way. Maybe I'll rotate this a little bit. Oh, I cannot. I don't want it to push me into there, so this way it'll be. You Impulse checked out Uglies from the library. You've heard not great things about the second and third books, but you're enjoying the first one. Wait, were you here when we were talking about this? Maybe like the last time we played Dreamlight Valley or something? So I read all of the Uglies books. Well, I read the, it's kind of like, there are technically 4 books, but there was a 4th one that I think it was originally meant to be a trilogy, if I'm not mistaken. And then there was another book afterwards. I know I read the first 3 when I was a kid, and I reread the first one maybe 3 years ago. And I feel like as a kid, I really enjoyed it. As an adult in the 2020s, I felt like I see what the author was trying to do. And I also think it's kind of crazy that I read that at the age when I did and didn't feel severe psychological distress. But actually, you know what, maybe it influenced the later psychological distress that I went through. It's just like I really see what it was trying to do. It is very much a product of its time. I don't think Uglies could come out in 2026. Wish I could put the other things here. Well, actually, maybe I can if I get rid of these. I did recently watch part of a video about the series, though, and it made me want to reread it, like finish the rest of the series. I did actually get the audiobook from my library because I thought I was going to listen to it on the road trip that I went on over the weekend. I didn't, but I have the first and second book, the audiobooks from Libby, so I might listen to it at some point soon. Seems like the author's really hammering home a theme, and the theme is pretty important. Yeah, which is why I truly think the book meant well. I think it's just kind of the way that some things were described. Like, the book is definitely like it's meant to be an empowering book to embrace the way you look and not feel like stifled by the beauty standards of society kind of thing. It's also an environmentalist book, like, hey, stop ruining the planet. Both of which I think are important things. The body stuff, I just think is approached sometimes in a bit of an odd way. The chokehold that the uglies had on everyone in middle school was crazy. Also, A Child Called It was popular at that time. You fear millennials were built different. I think I've heard of A Child Called It, but I don't know that I am actually that familiar with it. I think I must have been, you know what? I don't think I was in middle school yet when I read Uglies. I want to say I was in like 4th or 5th grade. So I think I was like 11, 10, 11, something like that. I feel like it's the biggest thing for me was that in trying to be like embrace your body, the book, or like the way that you look, the book does say, hey, people used to look like XYZ and they were gross. But I'm like, oh, wait, like we can't simultaneously do an everybody is beautiful and also do a but not those people, you know, like okay. all right. Oh, I could put this there. Getting things to fit the way I want them in this is frustrating. You know what? It's truly a good thing that I've not started decorating in Paralives yet. I do feel like going from a decorating game like, oops, Paralives, or I mean, Paralives isn't necessarily a quote unquote decorating game, although, you know, building and decorating is a big feature of it. But even something like Palia, having the free placement and rotation is just so good. And then coming to something like Dreamlight Valley with all the heavy constraints and the hitboxes and such is, ooh, it's a lot. But luckily I haven't really done any Palia decorating. I'm just thinking about how much easier things would be if I were decorating in that game instead. Okay, I think this is like a little heart moment. I think I'm gonna want maybe like the light blue. The light blue is kind of fine. You've been playing Palia recently. Have you been enjoying it? Have you gotten into any of the update stuff that they had recently? It's been so long since I played Palia. You feel like Dreamlight Valley really shines when it comes to how creative the furnishings are and the sheer amount of different aesthetics rather than the actual decorating depth. I feel that. And I do love Dreamlight Valley decorating. Like, in some ways, I appreciate the, like, this kind of will sound odd to say, but in some ways I do appreciate the constraints of decorating in Dreamlight Valley, because I'm the kind of person who can feel quite overwhelmed when you have so much freedom. Like, even though I mentioned the color wheel earlier, and I do think in a lot of ways we could benefit from having more color options in Dreamlight Valley, sometimes a color wheel feels like too much for me. I'm like, just give me swatches so I don't have to find hex codes and like figure out what does and doesn't look good together and how saturated or desaturated to make something. Like, it can just be very overwhelming. And having Dreamlight Valley be like, you can only do this specific way, it kind of makes the decorating process, I don't want to say easier, I guess more simple in a way that sometimes can feel nice. It's like holding your hand, but it can also feel very limiting. That's the wrong star path. It was the other one, the Day at Disney. Where's that? Day at Disney, Day at Disney, Day at Disney. There. Resources are a bit easier to gather in Palia now. That's good. That was one of my main complaints about Palia. If complaint is even the right word for it, I think maybe if not complaint, like one of the main reasons why I didn't really play it very much, because I felt like it was so time consuming and grindy, and I just was not in the mood for a super grindy game. You hope Dreamlight Valley keeps trying to do more decorating options. Feels like they're trying to make things better. Yeah, I will say Dreamlight Valley, for all of the complaints that I have had, and I'm sure will continue to have throughout the lifespan of the game, like they do add a lot of quality of life improvements, and I think they are trying to keep making the game better, which I appreciate. Do I think there's still a lot of better that we need to make things in some respects? Well, yes, but I appreciate the effort, you know, the attempt. A lot harder to come up with ideas when there's too much player agency, for sure. A famous actress went to your school in middle school, but she wasn't famous yet. You wonder if she read The Uglies too. I don't think I knew, like, when I was a child, anyone who's a celebrity. I'm kind of like, not super distantly, but like, I think my grandma's cousin is a famous basketball player, but I've never met him. I mean, he doesn't play anymore because he's a little up there in age, but he did once upon a time. You can have a ranch for animals in Palia? I didn't know that. I feel like I need some crates or something. I don't know that they'll fit there, though. So close, but so far away. Oh! Well, slay! The ranch animals does make me think, though, about Fields of Mystria. And how you can have, like, the pink cows and stuff. Oh, wait, actually, they're adding in Coral Island in the next update, they're adding multicolored livestock as well. I think, like, fun colors of cows and stuff like that. I kind of want, like, a little table to put back here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find anything that will fit, though. I don't think so. Why doesn't this fit? This easily could have been a 2x2. Make that make sense. Yeah, none of this is gonna fit. What about the one from Nightmare Before Christmas? I know they changed the footprint. Ugh, rude. Whatever. You just live there and be a disappointment to me. And maybe I can take this. I should revisit Palia. I probably should. That's 4x4. Are any of these better? I can't tell. No, that's the same. What about this one? The same. Okay, well, same problem, different font. I sound like your dad? Wait, about what? The only thing that I do that, I mean, I don't feel that I take after my dad very much, but one thing that I do that is truly a dad thing, and my dad in particular, is anytime we get a good parking spot, like if I'm grocery shopping or literally anywhere, if it's like a really good parking spot, you're like, rockstar parking. I think I started doing it ironically at first, and at some point it just became an authentic part of my personality. So now I'm the girl that says rockstar parking. I need something right here, but I don't know what it is. I do not know. I should put some stuff up there too. Maybe like the soda cans, because I have those around. Goofy? I know. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, you just live there and be a disappointment. Oh no, oh no. Too real. About... I think I can fit this around this side. Maybe I can. Do I want to, though, is the question. And I don't think I do, to be fair. I do. Is it under barrel? No. Is it under crate? Yes, this. Oh, it's very dark. Do I care? I don't know. Can't tell yet. Feel like it's facing the wrong way, but it also works. I kind of like that energy, though. I probably will get rid of it, though. I'm not quite sure what I would put over here. Oh my gosh, it's almost 5 already. Yikes. Okay, I think we're in desperate need of some beach grass, which we have not yet utilized. Can't tell, I don't think this is the good one. That's the good one. Go ahead and grab a little arrow. Straw-like compost bins instead of the Lego-like trash can. Yeah, that one would probably look cuter. The only thing is I would have to extend it a little bit because it's way wider. Does that make sense? Do I still have it over here? I do. Like twice the width. Actually, I mean, I could put it there. It just doesn't slot in quite as nicely as I would like. But I might still be able to make it happen. Waste, please. I feel like I need a little bit of color here somehow. I don't know if I can make that happen though. Because it's right up against the thingamabob. The thingamabob in this case being, you know, the shore. You think it has a single option? Wait, this one? Really? It bin. The green one's not called bin. What is the green one called? Because maybe it's under the name of the green one. I think that one's under the Disney thing. Cycler. I think so, unfortunately. Maybe we do. Do we have a single? Gosh. Possibly. If I find it, I'll use it. So I'm thinking another option for this was... No, I don't know. I could put another one of these here, probably. Why is the question, though? Does there have to be an answer? Not necessarily. Necessarily. Free drinks. Felt like I just needed some color there because it was just the tan slats of the wood, the tan table. Just need a little something. I might actually back here just put like actually some stacks of crates and stuff. And maybe even this, even though it's dark, just like overflow stuff from the little carts here. Oh, there goes the thunder again. Golly gee. I don't necessarily hate that. Although I guess it does seem, well, no, it's fine, it's fine. Yeah. Okay. Do I have... I have this old Donald sign. Is that better to have here? Didn't we have some nice Donald signs? Or did I make that up? We did it for the quest, but I don't think we got any to keep. I think the only one we kept was the Stitch one. Okay, I need to put some things on here, probably. And I think I could also do with a bush in this corner if it will fit. And it shall. Stunning. Okay. Could actually move Moana's boat back here, but I kind of don't want to. It would fit, but would it fit, you know? Right there. Don't necessarily think so. I want one of these. These being this. Here-ish. Beef. You know, I don't hate it. Still feel like I need a little something over here. What's it gonna be? I don't know. Sure, maybe I could put like a little picnic blanket over here. Oh, we do have a beachy picnic set, don't we? That's kind of like a weird neon blue. This one. Ew, ew. I hate it. It looks like a highlighter, but okay. That's kind of cute. Where's the arch from? Oh, this one is from the Lilo and Stitch Dream Bundle that you can get from the shop. I don't know exactly what it's called. No, Signature Bundle, my bad. The Island Getaway House Bundle. Yes. Okay, we got that. We got... Probably grab the beach grass again. Ooh, you know what I just got the desire to watch? H2O Just Add Water. I'm not sure where that came from. I know we're on a beach right now, but I mean, it probably has something to do with that. I haven't watched that in quite some time. Been a long time since the last signature bundle. Yeah. Was it the Ariel one? I was just in there. We had the Belle one, but that was a dream bundle, right? Yeah, this one we got... August, September? Whenever we had that Cogsworth and Lumiere update? Was that August or September? Oh my gosh, that feels ages and eternities ago. And then... I can't remember when we got this Max bundle, but that doesn't really count to me. And then the Ariel one was the last one before that. You finally got a chance to watch Hercules for the first time, and it's a pretty fun movie. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, I really enjoy Hercules. It was one of my favorites growing up, and it's one of the ones that's still a favorite of mine. even after all these years, I feel like it holds up. There are some movies from childhood that I watch again and I'm like, this doesn't really hold up. Like, it's not as fun as I remember it being, but Hercules is one that I feel like every time I watch it, it's just as good. Do something a little different over here, but now I feel like, why though? Bring this one. And maybe we'll bring this chair over. Beautiful. You still need to get the aerial bundle. Ah. I really like the hair from the aerial bundle. I feel like I wear that one a lot. I also really like the house. Probably not the most realistic to have this back here because it would just get sand all in the planter box. But what if I want it here? What then? Who's gonna tell me I can't have it? No one. It's a fantasy game, and I do what I want. The aerial bundle has the massive table. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That is a nice table. I feel like I don't really use it often, but it's probably because I haven't done any interior decorating in a really long time. Ooh, stuff keeps like glitching out of existence and then back in.
Good people here. I can say that much.
This is a little bit of a boring entryway, but I don't know if I care. I don't think it's necessarily boring in a bad way. Oops. You know what? Let me save my game. I'm getting a little concerned. I think everything's fine. Yikes. I think everything's fine. Maybe if you do well on last week's Dream Snap, you'll get it. You're not crazy about the Hercules aesthetic, so you think you'll be safe from spending too much on the next Spotlight collection, maybe. Ah, yes. Fair enough. I will say, I am glad that they're giving us, obviously, Hercules stuff. It makes sense that they would. I'm still excited about it, but I feel like... How do I explain it? Maybe it's like all the gold and blue accents that it feels like they have on the new stuff that we saw, at least in today's segment. I'm not sure that I like that as much as the other Hercules type things that we've had in the game. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Dreamlight Valley, where you need to save often. Well, yes. And if you don't save, do so at your own risk. All the marble just feels cold to you. That's fair. Okay. I'm fairly happy with this. I'm also fairly nervous. Okay. We're gonna get ready to wrap up. I do have, okay. We finished half of the beach today. I have left this half here and, well, I mean, not half, but like this portion and this portion. This I think is roughly half of the beach. And I think it turned out cute. It's definitely very open and simple, but I don't hate that. I think it's cute. So we will have to finish this and the whole of the Sunlit Plateau in record time if I do want to have everything done by the update. I think we might be able to do it. We're going to be having a member stream on Friday. I imagine we'll be playing Dreamlight Valley, either doing my Dream Snap or doing some decorating. And then as per usual, Sunday and, you know, all the things. I will go ahead and let you know now, although I'll post the schedule this weekend. On update days, the way we do things are we start stream at noon Eastern time, which is 2 hours before I usually start stream. And it's 3 hours after the update drops for people. So I'll remind y'all, I also usually schedule those streams kind of a couple days ahead of time. So we'll be streaming at a little bit of an earlier time on Wednesday next week for the update. If you haven't liked the stream yet, please do before you head out. And I'm going to see if anybody else is playing so we can go and hang out with them. But I appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much. Let's go see Opal, who's checking out Reset Day. I think you'll have a fabulous time with Opal. And I will see you all soon. Friday if you're members. Sunday if you're not. Goodbye, everybody.